Hey everybody, welcome to Your Beautiful Table. Your Beautiful Table is a website and a YouTube channel that's going to help you make your table beautiful. And that means tabletop decor. We're going to look at recipes, candles, anything that you put on the table basically, you know, whether it's your kitchen table, your dining room table, tables in your living room, we're going to talk about it. And so part of that is with candles, and I'm going to kick off the very first video for our new channel outside of the introduction and why I made the video, or why I made this channel, with Diptyque Feu de Bois candles. But before I get into that, I want to share with you all that I have been trying to make this video for this may be the fourth time, and I totally feel like I'm out of my mojo. I took a hiatus from making the videos, and y'all, I'm like struggling to bring it back. So hang in there with me. So those of you who are familiar with the brand know that Diptyque is special. This is a luxury candle brand that's known for its understated labels here. It's just a white oval background with black font and the offset typeface Feu de Bois. Y'all, I took Spanish and didn't take French, and so Diptyque candles are hard for me because they have interesting French names, and so I'm always butchering them when I go to shop for them, so my apologies in advance. You can see that this candle burned really cleanly in terms of the wax melt. It did soot a little bit on the side there, but the wax of this Feu de Bois candle, unlike many Diptyque candles, generally they have white or creamy wax. This one is like a creamy olive or a khaki color. It's a one wick candle there. You can see the one wick, and I burned it almost all the way down. Got a good long burn out of this. Y'all, as I mentioned, Diptyque smells like money because these are about $10 an ounce. And so this is a 6.5 ounce candle that you can pick up at Nordstrom and via the link below for about $65. So it's a special treat, special occasion candle. You can go one step down with the smaller votive of about 3.5 ounces. It's $35, and of course you can go up to a 3-wick, and gosh, who knows how much that one is. I've also seen like gigantic Diptyque candles that are like 400 bucks. So if anybody's keeping me on your list, I've been kind of naughty, not so nice this year. So anyway, I don't expect anybody to come up with a great big Diptyque candle that I'm gonna have to pay to move. So this candle, it had probably about 70 hours of burn time. I really didn't monitor it, and it's not printed on the candle jar here. I know that I felt like I got my money's worth out of it. So first off, it can tend to tunnel, and so you want to be sure that you keep this in a space without drafts if you possibly can. The draft is what caused this candle to soot on the side. I use my ceiling fans year round. I have them turning up in the wintertime and down in the summertime. We're just in a transition. I think the movement of the air in the room is what caused that sooting on the side. It didn't show any smoking, like the candle flame itself wasn't smoking, just having some soot on the side there. So decent burn time out of this. I didn't feel cheated by the amount of time that I got out of it, but you want to be sure that when you light this candle that you're home to enjoy it, because it does have a tendency to tunnel. In my experience, I would light the candle and then I would let it burn for hours and hours, extinguish it when I go to bed, and any tunneling that was going on, sort of all the wax sort of reset. It sort of all melted down and reset, and so it didn't have like consistent tunneling where you have a lot of wax on the side. You can see that it burned pretty clean all the way down. So overall, the performance is really great. It's what you would expect from a luxury candle. Just keep it out of a draft if you can. Now, Diptyque does make these beautiful, and I can't remember, they have a special name, does make these beautiful glass sort of votive covers, or like they're not cylinders. It actually does come up and around, and you put the Diptyque candle inside, and that will completely eliminate this problem. It's sort of like how Yankee Candle has done their Alumilid. It helps to keep the drafts away, and you'll have a nice clean burn experience. Let's talk a little bit about Feu de Bois. Of course, Feu de Bois translates into wood fire, and some people say firewood, but I think that connotates something else. So wood fire says it's got the wood fragrance. It definitely has the birch, the cedar, the juniper, This part of the woodsy here, and that juniper adds like a clean, crisp note without being acidic or tart or overly bitter. Y'all, this smells like if somebody took like, I want to say incense, but not in that like cheap, like hippy dippy kind of incense, but like expensive incense. I'm talking like bring to baby Jesus kind of incense, and placed it in the fireplace of an old English house, like an old English manor, Highclere Castle, or put it in the chateau, in like a hunting chateau, and like somewhere out in the woods in France, and burned it on a cool, moist, foggy day. That's what you get here. It is elegant. I would say it sort of tends to be masculine, but it smells like home, and it smells like class. And this is a fragrance you could burn year-round. You know, I probably would go florals in the springtime, but definitely when the weather starts getting cooler, gosh, Feu de Bois every day. You can't go wrong. It'd make a great, fall into Thanksgiving, into winter scent. Definitely January, February, Feu de Bois would be really great. And just any time of year, it's relaxing. It's really just sort of satisfying. This is a great candle too, even when it's not lit. So let's talk about the candle performance. On a side table or on your end table, you'll be able to smell the soft scent of this candle. It wafts in the air. It sort of has, I would say, like a scent dome, a couple of feet around. You'll catch a whiff of it as people walk by, or as the air moves in the room. When it's lit, it's a room-filling fragrance, but it does not beat you down. It is not overwhelming. It's definitely approachable. You can be in the same room with the Feu de Bois candle burning at the same time, even close. It's a lot of fragrance, but it is not overwhelming. And so overall, really, really pleased with this candle. This is a treat yourself kind of candle that you'll want to enjoy. Grab a magazine, grab a book, get some coffee, have a cup of tea, get on the sofa, kick back, relax, light this candle, and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. You can't go wrong. So hopefully I've convinced you on the Feu de Bois candle. Now, one of the reasons why I got the Feu de Bois candle is because I hauled Harry Slotkin's Scentworks Campfire Woods in those when the Scentworks first came out at Kohl's. And I got that, and so my next candle review will be of this one. I know many of you are already familiar with it, and then I'll compare these two, so the price points on them, and offer you some insights to both of them. They're definitely different candles. They have similar fragrance profiles, but they're definitely different candles. And today I'm burning, what is this called? Pumpkin Spice. It's another Scentworks candle that I picked up at Kohl's. Y'all, I'm really loving these Scentworks candle containers because the glass is so pretty. I burned Autumn Leaves, I think it was called Autumn Leaves, earlier this fall. Really enjoyed that red. Scarlet Leaves, red votive, and I'm enjoying this orange one now. So thank you all for joining. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick review of Diptyque's Feu de Bois candle. I'll put a link down below if you want to check it out for yourself. Thanks so much for joining us here at Your Beautiful Table. I hope you'll consider subscribing and join us for the adventure.